caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente, muy caliente.
All right, guys. This is the Motivating Money Radio Show. Come on in, come on in. Listen to that little groove a little bit. Welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday, every Wednesday, Central Standard Time at 8 p.m. This is where you'll find us, the Motivating Money Radio Show on intellectualradio.com and iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com as well, guys. And don't forget, you can social media. You can find me as well at Motivating Your Money at Facebook.com. But it's Facebook.com/Motivating Your Money. All right. All right, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Stacey Daniel. You are listening to the Motivate Your Money Radio Show, and this is being broadcast currently live on intellectualradio.com, and it's also on YouTube, and it's also on my Facebook business page, which is, you can find me all over social media. So it's Motivating Money. All right, guys. So come on in, come on in. Today, we are talking about, it's a continuance, actually. You know, this whole month we've been talking about money and relationships because it is February. And so not only is February Black History Month, Black Power, but it's also a month where the great, well, I guess you could say great, depending on if you're single or not or how you feel about it, Valentine's Day. So it's a month of love and relationships, not just, you know, your significant other, but just family and love and relationships. So I decided to go ahead and talk about relationships as money throughout this entire month. It also coincides with my guest instructor that I have in the Motivating Your Money Facebook group. Come and join us if you like to. If you want a group of group of people. A group of people. I promise there are some men in there and they're doing some big things. But a group of people who are working towards their 2020 vision and beyond. You know, 2020 is perfect vision, but also 2020 year is next year and beyond. You know, and we realize that it's a marathon, not a race. We realize we're going to falter. We're going to fail. We're going to need support along the way. And we want someone to help us as we go through all of those different milestones. And that's a great place. So we talk about money, motivation, and mindset there as well. So I love for you to join us there. But what I'm saying is I have periodically, often actually, I like to spotlight different business owners. And so this particular week, this Friday, actually, the business owner that I'll be spotlighting is Anita Charlot. And she is a relationship expert, guys. And what we do is in the group, we ask questions ahead of time, and then we have them to answer them on a pre-recorded video. And I keep them stored in the unit section of our Facebook group. So there's always some lessons for you guys to come in, just a different perk for you to have, because money is more than just the dollar amount and the coins that we have, right? It's relationships as well. So anybody who I feel that we all can benefit from, I've been spotlighting them. And she's going to be coming on this Friday and talking about, it's about 10 different questions. I don't even have the questions in front of me. I wish I did, but so she's going to be talking about relationships and how it affects you and your money. And this is also February. So we just all work together. So that's why we're talking about relationship and money. Last week, we talked about when it comes to friends and money. This week, we're talking about family and money. Stay tuned, guys, because I know tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but I wanted us to have a Valentine's Day, have a good time. And then next week, we'll be talking about significant other or spouse and money. And then the last week of the month, we'll be talking about kids, our children and money, you know, the ones that stay in and, adult children, or the ones that's adults and they're gone, but we still have to help take care of them and their needs. So stay tuned for all of that, guys. All right. But today we're talking about relationships and money and aspects with family. Okay. So now like, comment, and share, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Go ahead and share this video out so others can view it as well, guys. And so let's get into a little bit of back office. I do want to let you know that this broadcast is brought to you by Carte Blanche Events, LLC. And they're two sisters and they have a great backstory. So I'd like for you to definitely check them out. Be nosy and find out about them on social media. We've been doing some big things with their business page. So that's Carte Blanche Events, LLC. And that's Chicago's premier event planning and facilitation company. We are the catalyst that transcends mundane experiences into Carte Blanche experiences. And this is Ebony and Kimberly Purnell. And you can feel free to contact an experienced facilitator for your free quote at 312 312-239-6925. Again, that's 312-239-6925, and that's extension 102. Now, remember, this is their tagline, guys, and I love to say it. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. How awesome is that, right? And they want to help you. I'm all about memories. All right. Okay, so M just seems to be my theme throughout my life. So the show is about money, motivation, and mindset, and I'm definitely all about memories, for sure. So go ahead and follow them, guys. All right. So now also shameless plug. My next this weekend, I was at the Black Wall Street Exchange in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you haven't had a chance already, go ahead and check out some of the testimonials and the comments and the videos and the footage that I've placed on my timeline. If you're on social media, if you're on iHeartRadio, shout out to you out there in Radio Land. Go ahead and join me at facebook.com/motivating money and check out some of the great memories that I've placed on my timeline for the opportunity that I had to speak in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Many people, I wasn't taught about the Tulsa, Oklahoma, or the Black Wall Street massacre. I had to learn about it as I became an adult. And once I found out about it and I had an opportunity to join them, I wanted to be a part of it. So when I was asked, it was a clear yes. So learn about it, find out it. It's going to be an annual thing. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to join you there. All right, now, but this week I'm going to be speaking locally here in the greater Chicago area at the Linwood Library, and they've been sponsoring me, guys. This is like, I think, the fourth or fifth event that they sponsor me, meaning they promote me through all of their advertising and their mediums, and the local businesses and homeowners, because they believe in what it is that I teach. This time I'm teaching about the 8 silent wealth killers. There are 4 ways we're giving our money away, and there's 4 ways our money is being taken from us, and we don't realize any of them most of the time because they're not taught in our homes. They're not taught in our schools and our churches. Even when we get into our corporate America job that we've been fighting so hard to get, no one is teaching us how to make our money. So how, as a licensed professional, I differentiate myself. I don't want to teach you how to make money. There's plenty of people out there teaching you how to make it and budget and save it. I want to teach you how to protect it. Protect your assets from all type of risk. Those risks that are, ow, just bit my tongue. Those risks that are seen and unseen. Those risks that are seen and unseen, those risks that are internal and external. We need to be aware of it, or we're going to continue to stay on this rat race. And it's hashtag the hustle is dead. We need to move away from the idea that hard work equals success, move away from we just make more money and that's success. No, I want you to equally pay attention to the amount of money that you're making, being strategic when you make your money, and also pay attention to where your money is going. What type of laws and entities are out there that is strategically working towards getting your money that's in your pocket, and you have no idea, so you're not protecting yourself. So the 8 silent wealth killers, stay tuned for that. And again, that's in it's in Linwood on 19901 no 19901 Stony Island is the address, and that's going to be this Friday, the 15th, no, the 22nd. Sorry, this Friday, the 22nd of February, and it is going to be at 11 a.m. All right, guys. So see you there, or just stay tuned for something else if you can't make it. I understand. All right. So again, let's talk about who I am and why you should listen to me. If you're just tuning in, this is the Motivating Money Radio Show. We are on intellectualradio.com. You can find us Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And where we talk about all things money, motivation, and mindset. And my name is Stacey Daniel. I'm a wealth strategist. I'm an insurance broker. I'm a national speaker. I'm an author. More importantly, I'm a financial friend of yours that is talking to you from somebody who did not learn about money growing up. I came from a 486 credit score, a bankruptcy, defaulted student loans, repossessed vehicles with an S, that's plural. I was on the check system list at one point. That means I could not even open a checking account because of my relationship with money and my poor money management skills. And so, or lack thereof, and financial literacy, lack thereof. And so I come to you now as a person who's had to build up their finances and then thought that money in the bank account was enough. And when I went through an unexpected event and I was the one who reverted back to the old unhealthy spending habits, I depleted all my savings and liquidated all my assets. So I'm also the person that's letting you know personal finance has a lot to do with our emotions and our past, and our unresolved emotions have a price tag. So a solid financial foundation does include your emotions. So not only do we talk about money, We also talk about motivation and mindset. All right, guys. So, what is the mission? Oh, well, let me just tell you this. My clients, just in case you like, some people like numbers, so my clients are getting out of debt in 9 years or less, including mortgage and student loans. They are positioning themselves to receive paychecks and paychecks when they retire. That's guaranteed, tax free. They will receive them on a monthly basis and they'll last throughout their entire retirement. I've spoken in front of thousands of people on multiple stages in front of thousands of people and received multiple awards and accolades for the past 10 years. So that's a little bit about the numbers of where I am and who I am and why I feel qualified to speak to you. But let's talk about the mission of the radio show. The radio show, guys, is to provide a platform for learning and sharing financial tools and resources. It's a safe place to call in and ask questions and then connect with trusted professionals who will help you take the next financial footsteps with confidence. All right, guys, it is our hope that by exposing our viewers and our listeners to the various financial tools and new money perspectives, that your journey to financial freedom will be less obstructed. I just did a quick little video on the way here. Funny, and I was talking about how distractions can disguise themselves as so many different things: health, family, all that, guys. So just, quick note, side note, make sure you know what your purpose is. Make sure you know what you can and cannot control, and be able to acknowledge the things that come into your path, whether or not that is something that I need to pay attention to right now, or is that a distraction from what I'm really trying to do at this point. All right, guys, and that can come in all kind of forms. So that's just a side note. All right. All right, guys. So if you don't have a pen and a paper, I need you to go ahead and get a pen and paper now. All right, guys, I need you to go ahead and share this video out, or comment below if you're listening on YouTube and watching us. Hey, YouTube, I'm waving to you guys. If you out there in radio land, I know you can't see me, but you can hear my voice and I can feel your spirit. So go ahead and give me a fist bump because I'm giving you one. That's our virtual connection, guys. All right. Okay. So again, we are talking about money and relationships all this month. And today we are talking about money and family. Money and family. But before we do, I need others who have been connected with me for a while, because we've been on this radio show since the beginning of 2019. However, I've been on social media growing my following over 24,000 since 2017, the early parts. And I've come across some great people, some great spirits. I've helped a lot of people. I've received so many just comments and videos and testimonials. But more importantly, I want you guys to know that. I want you to hear and see that there are people who have been affected. Their income has increased, their business has grown, their mindset has changed, their knowledge has changed, and now they have more confidence and they can share with their friends and their family, and reduce that generational gap when it comes to our generational wealth. So if you are listening to me, whether you're as hashtag replay or you're listening live, can you go ahead and drop an emoji, a smiley face emoji in the comment section if I have helped you if I've affected change in your life and your finances, and your future in any way that I just mentioned above. Go ahead and drop a smiley face. And if you, again, in radio land, that's okay. You can nod your head because we've been kicking it strong for a little while now. So go ahead and let me know. Make sure you have your pens and pads because we're getting ready to get into content. Getting ready to get into content. All right. I also want to make sure, because I support all business owners. And if you're listening to me, I know the struggle is real. 2019 is the year of entrepreneurship. But guess what? If you have a side hustle, that's still a step up from just being an employee and not having any control over your income. So shout out to all of you guys who are trying to become, trying to step into the entrepreneur world, trying to create a side hustle, or even trying to transition from side hustle to entrepreneur. And of course, you small business owners who have completely made yourself an entrepreneur, and you might even have some employees. Shout out to you too. So that covers the side hustlers, the solopreneurs, and the side business, the small business owners. Those are the people who I reach out to and I connect with the most. That being said, if that's you, can you drop in the comment section a way that we can contact you? Yes, I support you, and I say that not just in words, but in action. This is your opportunity to put in my timeline, whether you on YouTube, if you on iHeartRadio.com, you can go ahead and drop a comment below as well, because there's a section for you to leave comments, and you can even post that to social media so everybody will see it. I will let you know that this show is broadcast locally, nationally, and internationally. So don't be shy. Let us know who you are. And that means more than just a URL or a link to get to you. Tell us who you are. Tell us, hey, my name is Stacey Daniel, and I'm a wealth strategist and insurance broker, and I specialize in helping you protect your risk. Contact me for a free 15-minute consultation so you can move further away from the hustle, and then put your link. That's me, of course. But what is yours? How can people contact you? Why should they even care about you? How are you standing out? You should be able to say that in one sentence or less. If you want to do more, that's fine. But we should be able to have a powwow statement, one sentence or less of who you are, why somebody should care about you, and how they can get in contact with you. And I'm giving you an opportunity to do that right now. All right, guys. So please go ahead and put that in the comment section. All right. All right, good to go. Good to go. If you're just now tuning in, this is Stacey Daniel. You are listening to the Motivate Your Money radio show. Make sure you share this broadcast out, guys. Share it out. Share the love. Great information, free information to you, but it's priceless because it can change someone's life. It changed my life. It's changed many of my clients' life. So help me help somebody else. Now that you're listening to my voice, you're part of the Motivating Your Money family. Help me help somebody else and share it with them as well. Share with Facebook groups. Share with your friends and your family. Text them. Email somebody the link to the radio broadcast. Let's get this information out there. Many times we don't know, so we don't take action and we suffer in silence. And that's my objective. I do not want that to happen to anybody. All right, guys. All right. So if you're ready, I have another question for you. By the way, if you didn't know, this is interaction. So I do ask questions on a regular basis so you don't get bored. Make sure you go ahead and respond. All right. Make sure you go ahead and respond. And I can still feel you out there in Radio Land. So go ahead and you respond as well. Have your pen and your pads. Even if you're listening to a syndicated version of the show, make sure you have your pens and your pads and give me that fist bump. All right. So 708-223-8953, guys. If you didn't know, you can call in. So if you don't want to just put comments or wait to put comments and then post it, then you can go ahead and call in. I love to hear a testimony. I love to hear a question. We all have questions when it comes to our relationships and our money, and you don't have to get specific, but I like to know what you're thinking, how you're feeling. If you agree with what I'm saying, if you like to add to it, feel free. There's no shame. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. All right, guys, that's a lot being said. Let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. Let me go ahead and get you to put a 1 in the comment section. If you're on social media, put a 1 in your head. If you listen to it, hashtag radio crew. So I know that you're ready. We are ready. We are focused. I'm going to give you some great content. I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You can always I always have some action steps. So it's more than just fluff, not just talking, feeling good, getting you good ideas, making you nod your head. That's all fine and dandy, but we need to step into action. This is meant to be motivational, inspirational, and transformational. So that means we have to do something different than what we've been doing in order to get something different than what we've been getting. All right, guys, and I'm going to hold your hand. We have a whole group in the Motivating Money Academy that will help you do that. But I'm mentioning this because many times I'm giving you action steps, and most of the time we can't finish them. But don't feel bad, because you can get all of the rest of the action steps in the Motivating Money family, and you'll be able to see what you've missed. Last week we didn't finish all of our action steps when it came to. We have a phone call. Last week we didn't get into all the action steps when it came to relationships and money and your friends. So make sure you tune into the Motivating Money Academy on Facebook to get the rest of those tips. And today we're doing family. Oh, I have a call. I haven't even get started. How awesome is that? 1 second, guys. Thank you for calling the Motivating Your Money radio show. This is Stacey Daniel. May I ask who's calling and where you're from?
This is Barbara Beckley.
Hey, Barbara, how are you?
I am doing awesome, Miss Stacey.
Where are you calling from, Barbara? Let everybody know where you're calling from.
I am calling from Lincolnshire, Illinois, but I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Oh, wow. So again, you just proved we are out there nationwide helping people, solving problems, and then motivating them. All right, well, good deal. Thank you for calling. What question do you have for us today?
Well, I didn't really have a question. I want to make a comment because I am one of your clients.
Yes.
And friends.
Yes.
And you're always talking about with the money financing, with the emotional part of it.
Uh-huh.
That is so true. And that's something that people, I feel like, really need to understand, because it starts with the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And with you helping me out with my financial challenges. I'm gonna say challenges.
Okay.
Is that I found out it all dwelled back when I was younger.
Yes.
It all dwelled back when I was growing in around and surrounding in my own, with my parents. That I had a mother that was like spend, spend, spend. I had a dad that said save, save, save.
Yep.
So I had like a mixture. And then when I got older, I'm like, okay, what do I do? But then when we talked and I became your client, you said, Barbara, the first thing is the mindset. You have to look at that and see where the root of it is.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Thank you for that testimonial. Thank you for calling. I had no idea that you were even going to be listening to us today. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, it does start with our mindset. It's called our money story. And, in the Motivating Money Academy, which is where I first introduced it to my clients, because I needed them to have a place to learn, is where that's the first module. The Motivating Money Academy goal is to help you have a solid financial foundation that's, you can have peace of mind and security going forward. And there are 3 keys. But first, before we even get into those action steps, we need to work on our mindset. And we don't even realize how our unresolved emotions, our history, our upbringing, the limitations, the strengths and weaknesses of our parents are what mold us today. And when we can identify them, we can identify our actions and how we work with money, how we respond to money when it starts whispering in our ear based off our emotions and things of nature like that. So good deal. Thank you for calling and sharing that story with us. Did you make sure you put your business in the timeline so people can follow you?
Yes, I did. Stacey.
All right. Well, good deal. You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Thank you for calling. Make sure you call us back someday too. And share the broadcast. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Good deal, guys. Thanks so much for calling. Thanks so much for calling. All right. Good deal. So again, guys, if you didn't know, 708-223-8953. That's the number, 708-223-8953. I love, love, love. It gives me life to hear the warm conversations that my clients have, my prospective clients have, or just viewers have. So I appreciate you so very much for taking the time to call in, Barbara. And make sure you guys follow her. She will help you find the diamond inside of you, the Diamond Factor LLC. We all have a diamond. Many times it's covered up and we need to polish it and let it shine. I want you to be able to do that. So reach out to her, guys. And she has a home Facebook group. So click the link wherever she put it. Pay attention. Okay. So here we go. Now, we're talking about money and family. Now, this is the thing. We all have family members who need financial literacy and they need help. Oh, they need to just learn about it so that they can help themselves. But we all have those members who we've offered the information that we know, whether it's a little or a lot based off our experience or our knowledge, or even if we chime in and connect them to somebody else. But they don't do anything about it. They don't listen. They don't want it. They just kind of want us to continue to help bail them out. So, that puts us in an uncomfortable situation. It's family, so we don't want to just leave them out there in the dark. But we also have our own families, our own goals, our own, financial woes and frustrations as well. So we don't want to have to be we actually are torn, so we don't want to make a decision because we are torn. You can make a couple things you can do. You can make it difficult for them. These are the obvious things: making it difficult for them, make it uncomfortable, make them want to change, ask them questions, share the guilt with the other family members. That's all said. That's all fine and dandy, but let's get down into some actual action steps, because those are things you might hear top level or bird's eye view. What about some specific details that we can do? All right, guys, I think 9 of them. Not sure if we're going to get through them all, so make sure you join the Facebook group so you can get them all. The first one, guys, deal with cash. Deal with cash. Deal with cash. No loans, no cosigns. No loans, no cosigns, even if it's a big deal and you have great credit. Deal with cash. All right, guys, deal with cash, because if they don't pay, all of your hard work is in the trash. And then, I have to make mention of those people who have extended themselves, overextended themselves, and then now they're completely against it. They're cynical and they're jaded. So they're like, I don't care what your problem is, I'm not going to help you. And that can be detrimental as well. That's the whole purpose of family. Family, not necessarily relatives, but still your family is somebody who you've deemed to be a part of your support group. And if you have a support group and you have some, we all have things about us that isn't the best. And if that's your way you make money, but you still have somebody who you call your family, you consider them to be family, you kind of expect them to help you. So we don't want to, hurt people even more, but we do want to protect ourselves. So, let's find a way in the middle, not be too open and just giving and all of our money and our energy and our peace of mind, and then not being too cynical and jaded and not helping people at all, especially when we're in a place to do so. So these steps here are meant to help you find that happy medium. Okay. Some of these things you're going to like. Some of these things you're going to have heard of, Some of these things you will have heard of. Some of them you're going to be completely against. I needed to give you that disclaimer up front, but all of them will help you. Sometimes we have to align our motives. Am I being passive? And that's keeping me in an uncomfortable position because I'm not being assertive enough to say something, so all of these will help you if you take advantage of them. All right. So don't just disregard them, ponder over them and share it. Share. Always share. Always share. All right. So the second one, guys, is consider the impact. Tell your spouse. That's essentially what that means. Tell your spouse. When we lend money to family members, or when you lend money, period, you impact your household. Everyone in your household is affected by that money, unless you're just completely wealthy and you can just take money and actually you don't have to be completely wealthy. You can still have you an emergency fund. You can have you an emotional fund, but it depending on the amount that you're lending. So there's a caveat to this, but make sure. And I already know, I've had conversations with clients and I've been in my situation myself. I'm actually going through it right now with other family member. But this is the thing. Me keeping this a secret is affecting my family. It's affecting my trust. I'm having to lie to you. It's affecting with my peace of mind because I'm having to deal with it on my own. When that person, or if that person don't want to say that they will, but if they don't follow through like they said they were going to follow through, now I'm dealing with it by myself. And now I have to go back and say, okay, let me tell you what I've done. Let me tell you what I've done, the backstory, and then I'm going to tell you how I feel. Let's go ahead and not dig ourselves a deeper hole because our family members have found themselves in a hole. We have to be strategic about our choices. We've been strategic about how we've been managing our money. So let's be strategic on how we don't let our now money choices affect our friendship, our family, our in-house family. That's really hard. I know that, but it's important, guys. Think about the ramifications. If it comes back later on that you have to tell them, well, wow, you've been keeping secrets. Is it worth it? All right. If you are a parent considering loaning money to a child, it might even be a good idea to have a family meeting before you lend the money out. Uncomfortable, but it will be perceived as a serious situation. We're here to help you, son. I have a son. We're here to help you, son. But at the same time, let's go ahead and identify the cause and conditions. Why are we in this situation? What does this actually mean that we're helping you? We're not a cash cow. Money does not grow on parents either, just like it doesn't grow on trees. It's just helping everybody to address the issue in adult fashion. If they're children, and it's different. If they're adults, then they need to be addressing this issue in adult fashion. And it's up to us to bring it to the table and make it important. Make them realize how important it is. All right, guys. So again, that's one, deal with cash. And two, consider the impact on your family. All right, guys. Now, 3. Somebody put 3 in the comment section. I don't want you guys to get bored with me. Put 3 in the comment section, and make sure you're commenting if you agree with this, if you've dealt with this, if how you feel about this. Let me know. All right, guys. The next one is give full details. Give full details. Don't just like, okay, well, here's $200. I don't care how small it is, because that's going to be a green light to continue to reaching out to you. And you definitely want them to know that we're a resource. I'm a resource. I'm going to help you. But at the same time, I need you to acknowledge where you are and how you got there. All right, guys? Okay. So last week, Wednesday, I had a client to call in, a friend, a prospective client. She's part of the Motivating Money family. If you guys didn't hear the call, make sure you go back and listen to the first show on money and family, and it was talking about friends. And she actually asked a question pertaining to family. And the advice that I gave her, I'm gonna paraphrase it, is, if they ask you about your money and they want you to give them money, they've invited you all in their business. So you need to not feel comfortable to say, why am I giving you this money? Don't you get paid? What What do you do with your money? What kind of bills do you have? Are you overextending yourself? Are you been using credit as an extension of your income? Do you need another job? Do we need to worry about talk about how you can become, using your gifts and your talents to be a contractor of some sort? Different resources that you might already know that'll help them bring in more income, or help them get a part-time job, or help them look for a job if they aren't already looking for a job. If they don't have a job and you're giving somebody money, you definitely have the right to say, okay, well, we need to work on your resume. You know what I mean? We need to work on your interviewing skills. We need to work on the fact that not having a job and looking for a job is a full-time job. So we need to have some type of accountability. I need to know how many jobs you're reaching out to, how many companies you're reaching out to, kind of like the unemployment would do. Because if they're coming to you are like their unemployment person, the unemployment office. You're giving them money to help them make ends meet. So I'm going to help you, but I'm going to do more than just give you some fish. I'm going to teach you how to fish so that you don't have to worry about that. Many times we don't realize it's our interviewing skills. It's our slouching in an interview. We're not representing ourselves in a confident manner, because you're selling yourself. Who cares what's on that piece of paper? Whatever it might be, we don't realize that we need that help. So you know what? You've asked me for some money, and sure, I'm going to help you. And I might even help you multiple times, give you, a time frame. We're going to make this a whole thing. But I am all in your business now. I don't feel bad about being in your business. And if you feel bad about me being in your business, then that's a red flag. If a family member becomes offended, take it as a red flag. That's a deal breaker. That might be a deal that you might not want to make, other than $20 here and there. And then how many times you're going to be giving somebody $20? What are you doing with $20? And why you only need $20? Because I don't know we all have habits. We all have vices. We all have habits. And we all know who we can go to help us with those vices and those habits when our lives are completely unmanageable as a result of the choices that we've made. So what are you going to do to help them help themselves? And without going in any detail, it can be so many different things, guys. And without you asking those questions, then no one actually knows what the root of their problem is, because they might be going to so many different people. So if they're, reluctant to share with you all this information, that's a problem. So let's start talking about that. Why? What's going on with you? All right, guys? All right. Number 4. Let me make sure that you guys are still paying attention to me. Can you put a number 4 in the comment section? Yes, I want a 4 in the comment section. Number 4. Number 4, number 4, number 4. And if you are in the radio section, just go ahead and put a little smiley face. Give me 4 little fist bumps. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I got you. Like, that wasn't 4. Boom, 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 boom. All right, got a lot going on. Sorry about that. All right, because I want you guys to stay interactive, and I want you to realize the importance of this information that we're passing on. This is what's going to help us. This is what's going to help our community. There's a movement that I have, and it's the MYM movement, the Motivating Your Money movement, guys. We owe it to other people to share what we've learned. The information you receive is free. Make sure you're sharing this broadcast, and make sure you're helping people when they come to you. Don't just give because you're giving them a disservice. All right, and don't just say no because you're doing them a disservice as well. All right. Okay. So that number 4, charge interest. How about that? Charge interest. I know you're like, what? I'm not a bank. You may not be a bank, and I'm not saying you got to calculate every single dollar, but you might just be like, for every $100 I give you, it's a $20 interest. It needs to be real to them. It needs to be real to them. Sure, I'll help you, but I'm going to help you understand that there's a cost for borrowing money. There's a cost for making decisions that maybe not be the healthiest decisions. And it may not be your fault that you're making these decisions, but let's go ahead and break it down. Let's prevent ourselves from getting in this situation again. All right. So yeah, charge interest. Figure out what kind of interest you want to charge, but charge interest. Next one, discuss terms up front. Number 5, discuss terms up front. Discuss terms up front. So I'm going to help you, but I'm not a cash cow. So this is your interest rate. This is your repayment schedule. These are your late fees. Boom. These are your late fees. If you don't, stick and stay with what we've agreed upon. This, what the asterisk to this is, not only are you making sure that they take you serious, it reduces any miscommunication going forward. How hard or awful is it when you tell somebody something and you know for a fact you told them, and they're like, well, I thought, no, you didn't, because we sat down and we talked about this. We don't want hurt feelings or disappointment. We want it to be clear that I'm gonna give you this, but I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not a bank. I'm not. I'm not a bank. And this is an uncomfortable conversation. We'll be talking about later on what you can do to help yourself pony up to make these conversations. All right, guys. Make sure you're calling in at 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. And if you're just not tuning in, my name is Stacey Daniel. This is the Motivate Your Money radio show. We are currently being broadcasted live on intellectualradio.com and also on YouTube on Financial Motivations. That's my page. I'm building it up, guys. So go over there and give us a comment or a like, subscribe as well, share it out. And we're also on my business Facebook page, which is at Motivating Money. By the way, you can contact me or find me or do some, internet stalking on all social media platforms at Motivating Your Money. So feel free to do so. But more importantly, share it out, leave comments so we'll know what you're feeling, what you're thinking, so we can provide great content like this going forward. All right, guys? All right. So just a recap. I want to make sure we're not going too fast and we haven't missed anybody. If you're tuning in, we're talking about deal with money. We talked about these are action steps to help you find your happy medium between being cynical and jaded and not helping family with money when they come to you with that uncomfortable conversation and giving too much to the point that you are now upset because you position yourself to be a cash cow and they're not respecting you. They're not respecting the fact that's your hard-earned money. They're putting a guilt trip on you and actually treating you like you're supposed to. It's your job to help them. So deal with money and cash. Consider the impact, meaning tell your spouse. Get full details of why they need the money, what they're going to do with the money. Why haven't they been able to provide support for themselves? Charge interest. Number 5, we talked about discuss all of your terms, the interest, the repayment schedule, any late fees if they don't follow through. And then also, we know that this is all to reduce miscommunication going forward. All right, guys, go ahead. If this isn't making any sense to you, make sure you put in the comment section a heart in the comments section a heart, please. Let me know you love it. That makes me dance when I know that I'm helping you realize things that you didn't know. And give me that fist bump if you're in radio section. Hashtag radio crew. All right. So 6, let's practice and talk about the worst case scenario. So if you don't give me this money back, you do know that I'm never gonna give you money in again. If you don't give me this money back and you miss your payments and I'll give you a late fee or I'll give you an opportunity to pay grace period, I'm going to start showing up at your job, or I'm going to tell your mom, or this is going to affect our friendship, or whatever it is that you choose to place at the end of those consequences. Talk about that up front. Let's make sure that you're reaching out to me. Don't treat me like a creditor, even though I currently am about to be your creditor. Don't treat me the way you've been treating your creditors. And also keep in mind that people are usually coming to us for money because they're not handling our money effectively already. So some of these things that we're talking about, they're not going to want to do, and they're not used to doing it. So keep that in mind before you lend out thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. All right. Keep that in mind. If they haven't been doing it already, don't think they're just magically going to do it differently with you. So I need you to keep that in mind. We need to be more cognizant of the part that we play in situations that causes us to feel some kind of way. Did I look at all avenues? Did I take in consideration who I was dealing with? Or when you lend them the money, if you're okay with it, don't do any of this and don't expect it back. But then you're going to have them coming back to you again. So how are you going to make sure that you are not that go-to person unless you don't have a problem being that go-to person? If so, then maybe this conversation isn't for you. I'm talking to those people who are uncomfortable and feel drawn between people who want money, their friends, whether that's blood relatives or not, people who are supposed to be in your inner circle, that's your family, and how are you going to handle that? All right, so worst case scenario. Next one, guys. Number 7, distance yourself. Distance yourself. What do you mean? I'm not supposed to be their friend anymore? No, distance yourself from the interaction. This is, how you get a loan from a bank and they tell you need to pay me at this time, and it's either drafted or you got to mail them a payment or whatever it is. They not at your house and at all your functions and talking about, well, we owe me that money. You know what I'm saying? They're not holding it over your head as soon as you get into an argument. Well, you know what? That's why I gave you that money, because you broke. We've all had some people to do that to us, or maybe we've done that to somebody else, or we've witnessed it. Don't do that. we're going to be professional. We don't need to make them feel less than, because we all make mistakes. And if their mistake is in their finances and they trusted you enough to talk to you and you actually went through some of these different things, then, hold that with high esteem. Hold that with high esteem, guys. We can make people feel so less than by our words in the time of an argument. Let's not do that. Because many times, as my colleague just mentioned, our emotions are connected to our money. So if they were brave enough to come to you and then now you put them on blast or you make them feel a certain kind of way, even if it's just a conversation between the two of you guys, that's not going to help them make better choices when they feel a certain kind of way going forward. Most of us spend money one way or another because we're trying to cover up our feelings. And it's so much cheaper and easier to talk to somebody that we know has our best interest in mind. Strive to be that person. Strive to be that person. All right, guys? All right, so yes, don't obsess over the payment. Separate yourself from the money. Still be the friend, or the family member. Invite them over to dinner. Don't give them the side eye. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be hard because if you see them with some new shoes or something, you're like, you better have my payment. Think that all you want, but try not to let that show. You know what I mean? All right, so that's 7. Oh God, we're almost finished. I can't believe we're finishing it. I'm so happy, guys. I like when we get a chance to finish all our tools because I don't want you to have to take an extra step, though. We do definitely welcome you in the Motivating Your Money family, where it's about 687 people, I believe, who are talking about their strengths, their weaknesses. They're taking their financial footsteps to a life free of financial worry. We're moving towards our 2020 vision. We're supporting each other, and we're doing it as a family. We're doing it as a family because one thing for sure, two things for certain, we can't think ourselves into a better financial behavior, better habits. We can't think ourselves into unraveling our money story because we need somebody on the outside to talk to us. And many times, because of the 4 horsemen, we're not even talking about our money or being honest about it. We go to extreme lengths to make people think we are doing much better than we are. So we spend more money putting us in a bigger hole when we really be needing to talk to somebody on how to better situate our retirement so that it's tax-free and guaranteed, safely grow retirement, especially if you're an entrepreneur. How we need to be positioning ourselves to receive money if we're not able to monthly, if we're unable to work due to injury or illness. How am I able? I would like to learn how to grow, save, spend, and protect my money all at the same time. But we're not even talking about any of that because we want to look good. And that's just, consumer versus owner mentality. And I understand that. So the key to that, guys, the solution, there's only one. There's only one solution. Find somebody that you like, know, and trust and get you a money team. A money team and a group of people who are going through the same thing. They're showing their cards. You see them failing and some embarrassing things. You're showing your cards and nobody's judging. This is a non-judgmental zone. I need to just press that issue. It's a non-judgmental zone here on the radio show for sure. And also in our Motivated Money Academy. So I welcome absolutely every one of you guys and everybody who comes. By the way, you get a free 15-minute consultation. Now, that means we're going to together help brainstorm your next 3 financial footsteps. You're going to tell me what your short-term, long-term goals are. And I'm going to tell you, well, I think you should do this, this, and this. So either way, you walk away with a strategy and a brainstorming session, and you get to find somebody to share a little bit about your story with. Sometimes we just need to confirm that we're on the right path. All right, guys? All right. So, where are you guys? You still paying attention? Do I still have your attention? What about you in the radio crew? Hashtag radio crew. Did you come on over to the Facebook group and join us so you can be a part of our community so we can put a face to the spirit that I feel? Are you touching somebody else and letting them know, hey, this is good stuff? You can. Hashtag, hey, this is good stuff. Tell your neighbor. Did you share this broadcast out, guys? If you in YouTube, did you put a comment? Did you like? Did you subscribe and then click that little bell so you can be notified about all of our broadcasts that we come on? If you are a specialist in YouTube and you want to help me build my YouTube channel, feel free to do so because I just really I don't have the time. So make sure you inbox me or drop an emoji below or something if you can help me do that. If you're in a local area, guys, you can reach me at 708-794-6849. Anybody who's not necessarily computer savvy and you're not sure about the Facebook group, you're not watching on YouTube, you just kind of listening somewhere, I'm not sure where, and you want to just cut straight through, avoid all the red tape and just get straight to me, call me. or text me 708-794-6849. 708-794-6849. All right, guys. All right. So if you're just not tuning in, we're about to go offline. I have one more I want to tell you. Oh, it's two more. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to get both of these in, but I need to let you know this is the Motivate Your Money radio show. You are listening to Stacey Daniel. We are on here Sunday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on intellectualradio.com. You can hear us locally, nationally, internationally. We're on Spreaker.com. We're on iHeartRadio. We are just all over these internet streets, guys. So join us, come back, share, and bring a friend. All right, guys, and listen to the replay. Hashtag replay crew. All right, so here we go. Number 8, get support for difficult conversations. That's so important. I should have put that at the top because you know what? When you sit down with your family member and you have an opportunity to tell them all these different things that we've been talking about, you know what? You might be a wuss. You might be a wuss, and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need you to knuckle up, Buttercup, and get it done. Have those uncomfortable conversations, or you're the one that's gonna be continually unhappy, losing your peace of mind, having resentments, upset on the inside, and they don't even know. When they come around, you thinking, "Oh my God, what you doing over here? You don't even pay my money. You act like you don't owe me no money when you see me." Well, what did you do beforehand to make sure you position yourselves as someone who's gonna help you? But I'm gonna help you more than just give you this money. All right, because I got to protect myself and help you at the same time. All right, so make sure you have somebody there. Have somebody there to say, look, I don't necessarily need you to say anything. I just need you to help me when I'm trying to weasel out. You kind of look at me, nod your head, pinch me, whatever you need to do. Or if the conversation is going all the way left, then you can step in with parameters, not too much. That's why it's good to have a spouse because they got your back. And it's usually one spouse is a little bit stronger than the other, more harsher. That's a hard word, but more outspoken than the other and be like, look, this is what we're going to do. Because many times, it's hard for us to have these conversations. That's why we found ourselves in this uncomfortable position in the first place. So now next time, I don't want to be drawn between the two. So I'm going to give you this money, but it's going to come with some stipulations. It's going to come with some matter of fact things that we're going to do to take care because we in this together now. I am now technically kind of sort of your employer or your unemployment agency or your social worker or whatever you want to call it. I'm your job search specialist, strategist, whatever you want to call yourself. They have put you in their lives for a reason. And now you're going to help them better themselves. So help them by being assertive and sticking to your guns. All right, guys. And the last one is say no when you need to. Say no when you need to. I don't care who it is. Say no when you need to. Don't be and I know this is hard. It is really hard, but identify it and then start working on it. That's why you have that strong support next to you at the time. You can play out, role play the conversation because your little sister, they coming back for some money. You know what I'm saying? And because maybe you already have somebody that's already been asking you. And so what are you gonna do? Prepare yourself now for when you can write it all out. I'm gonna say this, she told me to say that, talking to somebody, have them listen to the replay. This is how we're gonna handle this. And so when they come, you pray it up and you ready. You got your support next to you. And you know what? All right, little girl. She might be a grown woman. Don't say that. That's very disrespectful. But you get my point. Yes, sweetheart. We're going to help you do this, but let's go ahead and sit down and put together a game plan. I need you to be in a better position because I've been thinking about you and you've been on my heart and it hurts me to see you not being able to keep your head above water. So let's figure out a game plan for you. And I'm not talking to you from a high horse. That's why I put together all of these different action steps that we can take because I want us to do this together. I want us to do this together, and that's how you do it. And you hold their hand, maybe. I don't know how, you might not be touchy-feely family. But the bottom line is you're prepared, you have your support system, and you're coming to them maybe over a meal. Breaking bread seems to bring the conversation down, but it's not just them calling you in the middle of the night. Or, it's you actually extending help. All right, guys, that's what this is all about. The Motivating Money radio show is all about the Motivating Money family. It's all about being a resource, a helpmate, learning and talking about these things that we didn't talk about growing up. All right, guys. So again, if you haven't already noticed, I like people to join the Motivating Money Facebook community so we can grow together. I only come on once a week on the radio show, but you can join me on Sunday night on my business page as well. So we need to stay connected. There's so many different avenues and ideas and problems and emotions when it comes to our finances, whether we need to fix our credit, grow our score, find out those 700 Club secrets, whether we need to make more money, find out how we can make passive money in our sleep. that doesn't cost anything to get started and little to no effort to maintain. Whether we need to learn about our retirement, how to get out of debt, how to stay out of debt, any of those different things, it all comes with a conversation. And we not just going to talk to the average financial planner, who, by the way, I just need to keep saying this, that they get paid whether you lose your money or not while you're saving money. Most of us don't know that, and we just need to know it. All right, guys, I have come to the end of my show. Into this after the live show, and you want to talk to me? I'm in the greater Chicago area. Please go ahead and meet me at the Linwood Library this Friday, the 22nd. Next Friday, the 22nd of February. And we'll be talking about the 8 silent wealth killers. 4 ways you're giving your money away. 4 ways your money is being taken away from you. All of this is affected by all of your decisions that you make on a daily basis. This show has been brought to you by the Carte Blanche Events, LLC. They are Chicago's premier event planning and facilitation company. We are the catalyst that transcends mundane experiences into carte blanche experiences. Ebony and Kimberly Purnell, those are the 2 sisters, guys. Reach them at 312-239-6925, extension 102-102. And their tagline is, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath. With that, guys, you're listening to the Intellectual Radio station. Listen to the Muy Caliente. This is my theme song, y'all, as we slide on out stage left. All right, guys? Tune in next week when we talk about spouse. Did your spouse bring debt into the relationship? Oh, my God. Did you find that out after the fact? Oh, my God. How are we going to deal with that? Tune in. I have some action steps for you. Thanks for listening.
Let's motivate that money.